Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. We got the Santa Claus Arnold Schwarzenegger collaboration, perfect for the Santa Gain series. We're gonna get into Arnold's 7 favorite mass building bicep exercises. And I was out here last night with Kitty Gains. This is actually right outside the Staples Center. It's like a cool little ice rink area. And if you can see, on the other side of the Christmas tree is the Staples Center. And home of the Lakers, the Clippers, and the LA Sparks. Can't forget about the WNBA team. And I can't ice skate, so you will not be seeing me ice skate in this video, but you will be seeing me go through Arnold's 7 favorite mass building exercises. So this is gonna be all about packing on size. This is week 2 of the Superhuman Arm series. So we're gonna get into some powerful mass building bicep exercises, and let's dive right into it. So remember, the biceps are mostly type 2 muscle fibers, and these are 7 exercises that are going to allow you to go really heavy, really focus on both heads, the long head and the short head of the biceps. So Arnold's first bicep exercise that he loved to do is the preacher curl. Now, this is one where you really want to focus on your grip. So for me, putting my grip slightly inside shoulder width apart is a great way to focus on both bicep heads, both the short and the long head. I recommend going fairly heavy on this. I find that the perfect rep range is right in the 6 to 8 repetition range. So for this workout, I want you guys to do 4 total sets, 6 to 8 repetition range, and really focus on not resting at the bottom of the movement, not resting at the top of the movement, keeping those biceps under tension. And this is one of Arnold's favorites, so definitely start off your workout with this one. Go as heavy as possible, but staying in the 6 to 8 repetition range. The second mass building bicep exercise that Arnold loved to do is incorporating the bicep blaster. Now, the reason that he used the bicep blaster, and the thing that I really love about it, is I feel like when I use it and I'm doing any type of dumbbell curl, it's taking more tension off of the anterior deltoid and placing it on the bicep. So this is an incredible exercise you want to go heavy on. And there's 2 different grips that you can do. The first grip would be starting off the movement with your hands facing each other, so your palms are actually facing each other, and then as you come up, you're supinating your wrists and you're twisting your outer palm outwards to really focus on that bicep peak. The second grip that you can do is you can start off with your palms actually facing your body, and you can do a full 180-degree twist of your hand, and once again end the movement with your wrist facing outward. So both are incredible exercises. I want you guys to go heavy on this, especially if you have access to the bicep blaster, because it's going to just take all the tension off of the anterior deltoid. Or if you don't have a bicep blaster, try this exercise and just really focus on keeping your hands in front of your body and focus on that supination and that twist out. So 4 sets, 6 to 8 repetitions, 90 seconds rest between sets. The third exercise is something called the Arnold curl for a reason, and an incredible exercise, very similar to a concentration curl. The only difference is you're going to be holding an incline bench with one hand, and you're gonna have a dead hang neutral grip on the other hand, and then you're gonna twist and really focus on contracting that bicep as you come up to the opposite pec. And then once again on these exercises, including the next exercise too that I'm gonna get into, you wanna focus on twisting this part of your hand outward a little bit at the very apex, the very top of the movement, to contract the bicep peak better. So I know me personally, I don't have the best bicep peak genetics, so it becomes incredibly important to really dial in as you get more fatigued. And as you get fatigued, really realize that this is the chance to grow your biceps. So the more fatigue you get, the more I want you to really emphasize that mind-muscle connection and twisting this out with heavy weight, fully contracting, going all the way to that opposite pec, and then back down slow and controlled. So once again, we're going heavy on this exercise. And this movement right here with your hands and arm at a dead hang, it really allows you to take the activation off of the anterior deltoid once again and right on the bicep. So I recommend going heavy, but not forcing the weight up with any other muscle group but your bicep. So 4 sets, 6 to 8 repetitions on each arm, and try to rest no more than about 60 seconds between sets. Next exercise is similar to the Arnold curl, and there's a lot of videos of Arnold doing this, and it is the concentration curl. Now, Arnold really liked doing the standing concentration curl. I myself feel better activation doing the seated concentration curl. So I'm gonna show you both versions in this video. I'm gonna cut to them right now, and I just want you guys to try both. And just because obviously Arnold's a bodybuilding legend, he liked doing the standing curl. I have really long arms. I'm assuming my arms compared to my height are longer than Arnold's compared to his height. So I just feel better activation right in the bicep doing the seated concentration curls. So bodybuilding is all about figuring out what works best for your body and not necessarily copying someone's exact style. So that's why I try to throw a lot of different exercises at you in all these videos for every single muscle group, because I find that the more that I experiment, the better I get at finding what works best for my body type and my exact bone structure, arm length, and all that good stuff. So that's why I wanted to show you guys both, but Arnold's fourth favorite bicep exercise was the concentration curl. All right, so this next one Arnold was famous for, and that is the cheat curl drop set. Now, the proper way to do a cheat curl, and cheat curls are extremely effective, is you want to pick a weight that you can do at your max with perfect form for like 2 to 3 reps. And then I want you guys to do 2 or 3 more reps, bending your back a little bit, but obviously not like throwing your entire body into it. But using a few other muscle groups while your biceps are really fatigued is a great way to shock the biceps into growth. And Arnold Schwarzenegger and tons of bodybuilding legends are known for doing cheat curls, especially with the straight bar, great mass builder on the biceps. And what he recommends doing, and it even shown in an interview, is stripping like 5 or 10 pounds off. Or, you know, for me it was easier just to stack a bunch of 10s on each side and then take 10 pounds off on each side. So technically I'm dropping 20 pounds each set and no rest in between, going for 3 to 4 drops. So strict form for a couple curls. Then I'm doing 3 or 4 cheat curls, and you continue to do a drop set all the way down until you get to the bar. So pick a weight, maybe if you guys can do maybe like a 135 curl for a couple reps like myself, I would start with maybe 4 10s on each side. If you guys can only maybe curl a 25 on each side, I would stick with maybe putting 4 or 5 5s on each side, and then stripping a 5-pound plate off after every single set. All right guys, next up we have the dumbbell alternate incline curl. Now, this is one of Arnold's favorite exercises. It's fantastic for developing the bicep peak, the long head, and you want to focus on retracting your shoulder blades back into the pad and go alternate on this. Really focus on supinating the wrist, going nice and slow and controlled, but also picking a weight that's relatively heavy that you can only do 6 to 8 times. So really challenge yourself, really focus on progressive overload on this exercise, especially like if you're like myself, you're trying to get a more developed bicep peak. Track your weight and your reps every single week on this and try to improve by 1 or 2 reps or 5 pounds, and really focus on your form, keeping your shoulder blades back, and you guys are going to develop an awesome bicep peak. All right, next up is good old-fashioned dumbbell alternate curls with supination. So make sure you're gonna start off with a neutral grip, and you're gonna focus on coming up and supinating the wrist, twisting out a little bit. And I really like doing this with the bicep blaster and without the bicep blaster in the same workout. Obviously there's similar movements, but I'm trying to put a ton of overload and a ton of volume directly on my biceps. We are in the middle of the 10-week arm challenge, and this is a classic bicep exercise that Arnold did in just about every single one of his arms workouts. So you can actually see him doing this exercise a ton in the documentary Pumping Iron, and it's an oldie, it's a classic, but it works for a reason. So the main thing is you want to focus on, you know, starting off with your hands in a neutral grip position, and then as you come up, you're supinating the wrist, and you're going down nice and slow and controlled to really emphasize the muscle damage phase. So this concludes Arnold's 7 favorite bicep exercises. So I'm gonna show a screenshot at the end of this where you guys can grab it. And also for everyone in the 10-week arm challenge, you're gonna get emailed a PDF of this exact same workout. And I want you guys to follow this bicep workout for the next 2 weeks and really focus on progressive overload. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna try to get another video up to you guys before Christmas. But if I don't see you guys before then, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and I will see you on the next video.